Hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This is my Superman and Lois season 3, episode 3 review. I really enjoyed this episode. This episode was a lot of fun to watch. It starts off really sad with stuff with Lois telling everybody about what what she's going through inside and what she's going through. And then the end of her wanting to miss the appointments. It feels like predictable, however, it's done in a respectful way and really done. It's really made in a way where it feels like it's necessary for it to happen. John changes Lala's security system because of the John and Lala dealt with a cinnamon bonded. I should probably stop trying them that, but yeah, it's to protect herself and her and Sarah and Sophie, and even Sarah gets has to look for the um, security thing to have her face scanned, and Lana doesn't want Kyle to be part of it because Sarah asked her mom, what about your dad? And then Sarah disagrees with the idea that Kyle should be involved, and even the idea that later on we see that first of all, Damon recognized Kendall at first. She's working at the diner, the little diner spot they usually go to, and Jonathan and talks to her about the idea that they need to talk to her later on, and he watches her home. But first, before that, they talked about that Natalie wants to come up with something to give to Louis since she is disappointed her in a way, and that's stuff with the fact that she was Louis was her mom in her universe, so it makes sense why she wants to help out. But her Natalie's dad John isn't. He doesn't like the idea of Natalie getting involved in giving her the watch, and it's not really explained why. It's maybe, but it's understandable too. In the same way, you get it's because if you watch the show, you understand that he cares about he understands that Natalie cares about Lewis, so he understands why and the fact that it is her watch, and Natalie wants the watch engraved with her name, and then the Jordan and Jonathan's name, and probably Sarah's. Not sure about Sarah's, but I'm pretty sure that her name's engraved too. In the beginning of the episode, Superman has a dream where he heard Lois and he was racing to Metropolis to stop that big daily plan thing from falling into on Lois. He races towards her, and he's super fast. However, I'm not sure why his speed is a little backed up. Normally he would have speed around the planet so fast, but here it's like But it's his dream, so it makes sense why it seems to be presented that way. In the dream, that's really weird too. It's just he's flying towards saving Lewis, and a lot of buildings just fall around him, like there are people there. But anyways, that's a dream. That's not really the main point. If it wasn't a dream, that'd be concerning, but however, the idea of this dream is to present that he could lose Lewis and happens again, and he doesn't explain it. However, given how this show is, it's basically there's a big possibility that the Superman will mention the dream to Lewis at some point throughout the season. So who knows if that will happen? But I'm pretty sure he will in some way. And stuff that and Clark and Chrissy are trying to do everything they can to have Lewis go to her appointment and make sure that she's on track and do things the right way and take care of her. And she doesn't want her to focus on the big story, and I think that she's trying to distract herself from the bigger picture about what she will be going through, and so it's really upsetting that the stuff that will happen to her, and she understands that she wants to do something important for her career before she has to rest. So we understand that as well. And then with Jonathan, he takes Candace home. His father asked him about his truck. It doesn't seem like there's any tension between them. He's just interested in the truck. He takes the truck. The dude steals the truck later in the episode. Then they get back with Natalie and Jordan's help, but because they have powers. Well, Jordan has powers, Natalie has a suit, but then they get a car, and at the name of Candace and Jonathan, do that. He doesn't. He tries to explain to her, to that, probably to the car, and then she is assuming that he's assuming the worst within him because he was a little bit the way they spoke to each other earlier that during the nighttime, but when he walked Natalie, not Natalie, I mean Candace home. If you notice, Jonathan's still wearing the necklace that Emily, I think that's her name, Emily gave him. So that's a little bit weird that he tells her. He eventually does talk to her, but we don't see the conversation. However, it's gonna be really awkward if he explains to Natalie and Jordan, if he tells them about that he apologized, but to kind of, even though he was wearing that necklace, and that's really interesting how that is. I didn't mention Sam that much in the episode, however, he did really show a lot of care for Lois, and he does everything trying to find Lois when she was trapped in the freezer with Christy, and Christy also feels a little guilty that she was Natalie, I'm saying Natalie, sorry, that Lois missed her appointment, had to reschedule, and is missing the gun, and then throughout this episode we see that's how every character has their own way of caring for each other, and yeah, even Kyle also goes to Lana's office to talk to her. However, it's not care per se. It's more he's interested in Lana. However, I do believe that he does care about Lana. It's just he's also curious about why John was the one who updated the security system as told by his daughter Sarah when they were out having lunch earlier that day. However, we understand why that is. So I feel like both Kyle and Lana were both right in some ways. It does feel like Kyle does care. However, it did came off a little bit. The way he approached Lana was a little bit. He was a little not stalkery, but more curious, in a way. He's just wondering why dates all the way they are with us. He just wants to know if there's something going on with Lana and John, and then Lana is like wondering, yeah, it's not. Well, I'm on both sides, if that makes sense. On why that is, and then out of nowhere, Lana just met Sarah, and then she slaps her. Then she probably like sneaks out the window, and they don't show it, but in this episode, but I assume that's what was happening when Lana was trying to apologize to Sarah. Then she meets up with Kyle in the diner after him and Chrissy were talking about them having bad days and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, this episode was actually really good. I didn't say much about Jordan in this episode. He's just not much of Jordan in this episode. However, he was there he did help Jonathan Kess's truck back. That was cool. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. Hopefully hopefully that stuff with Lois doesn't become reality with her joining Metropolis, and then the Daily Planet ball then dropping on her, and she's just more out of wave. That's real life. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I just love this episode. I love the way this show is. It reminds me of Stargirl as well, that the characters just care about each other, and the writers care about the characters, and characters care about each other. It just works so well, and I really love how that we have stuff like this, especially in DC. Photo you see here, if you're listening to this audio, this is a photo of Natalie, Jonathan, Jordan, Sam, and then John, and like basically surprising Lois, and Natalie gives the watch to Lois in this scene. But yeah, that's what the picture is. And then she loves it. And then they talked about John's powerful hammer. don't know what type of powers he has within that, but it's just a little not right there to his suit. If I left anything out, let me know. Question of the week: what do you think the dream that Superman had in the beginning is really about? Do you feel like there's something more about that? Do you feel like there's something we're not getting? Is the reason why he's not telling her right away? I understand that, yeah, she has a lot of this in her mind, so it is about put that on her, so it does make sense why. Now that I think of it, it's probably the reason why he isn't a lot of terror right away about that. Thank you for watching. I'll see all of you next week. I will react to the next episode on my second channel, JoseTapiaTV. Alright, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys soon.